Hey everybody, welcome to the Happy Harvest Homestead. We are indoors for a change, and in front of me I have our meat rabbit breeder log, where I keep records of all of our breeders, what their family histories are, how many litters they've had, things like that. I thought today it'd be fun to do a meet the rabbit breeders / which ones are related to which other ones video, because it's been quite a while since I've done one of these. I think it was like a year, maybe 2 years ago, and since then we have added a lot of new breeders and taken a lot out, so I figured it's time to do an update. Alright, so first I'm going to start with the easiest ones, which are Edelweiss and her full sibling Henry. I know I've been debating on names for him for quite a while, but I finally decided on King Henry VIII, and obviously Henry for short, because like the real-life King Henry VIII of England, he had lots of wives and he had lots of kids, and so hopefully we will project some of that productivity onto our rabbit, because like the real Henry VIII, our rabbit Henry will have lots of does to breed with, and hopefully he will produce lots of kids as well. We got these guys in January, and we have no idea of their parentage. We're pretty sure they are full New Zealand's, but that is about it. We've never even seen their parents, so that is by far the easiest one. Okay, then the second easiest rabbit to trace their history back is Zuzu. She is unrelated to any of our other current rabbits. We used to have a whole bunch of rabbits she was related to, like Ivy and Ivanhoe and Ronwin, and a bunch of other past breeders who have since died, and she is the last remaining rabbit we have of our original meat rabbit breeders line. Alright, so Zuzu is the rabbit we have right now. Her mother was Selah, and I have no records of her parentage further than that. We bought Selah as a baby, so we never owned her parents or got a pedigree from the breeder. Her mother's line stops there, as far as we know. Then her father was Ronwin, and this is where it gets a bit crazy. So I think for this set of rabbits, I'm going to go backwards through the pedigree instead of forwards because it makes more sense to you. So we began with our very first breeding trio, Snow, Lolo, and Abby. We bred Snow with Abby, and they gave us a baby named Marshmallow. Around the same time, we bred Snow with our other doe Lolo, and they gave us a baby named Petal, like a rose petal or a flower petal or something. Then Marshmallow and Petal, the half-siblings, bred together to make a baby named Mira. Then Mira was bred with her dad Marshmallow to make a baby Ronwin. Then Ronwin bred with Selah to make Zulily. So Zuzu has quite a bit of line breeding through her dad's background, but I think it is just so special to know and love all of these rabbits. Not only do I have their names on a piece of paper, but I can picture them in my mind. I know their personalities and their weights and their health quality. It is so nice to have such a detailed long line of rabbits that you've been breeding for quite a while. Speaking of long breeding lines, we're getting to the crazy part, which is Acrobat, Jezzalia, Islanzadi, and Acrobat's daughters. And I think I'm going to start out from the top with this one as well. All of these does are descended from the second wave of our core breeders, Basil and Rosie. They were the rabbits I had at the time I started my YouTube channel, and you can go back to my very first videos and see them and follow their story, and then follow their children's story and their children's children, and now their children's children's story. So it's really cool. Rosie and Basil, among many other girls and boys, had two special daughters. One was named Henwin, and the other was named Ella. Then Henwin had a daughter who I named Acrobat because of her very exploratory personality and tendency to escape. And meanwhile, Rosie and Basil's other daughter was having plenty of babies as well. And amongst those many babies, she had two daughters who we ended up getting named Jezzalia and Islanzadi, or better known to y'all as Leah and Izzy. So it turns out that Acrobat is cousins with Leah and Izzy. They have different dads, but their moms were sisters. Then, of course, Leah and Izzy are cousins once removed from Acrobat's four daughters. And then for Acrobat's daughters, I've been thinking and researching for a while names of famous female acrobats, and I've picked 4 that sound good for rabbits. First of all, the black one, who looks just like Acrobat, is named Antoinette, or Annie for short. Then the other 3 are all the same color of brown, so I've differentiated them by coloring different color Sharpies in their ears. So Maria is the rabbit with a red Sharpie. Then Lillian, or Lily for short, is the rabbit with the black Sharpie in her ear. Then lastly, Dina is the rabbit with the blue Sharpie in her ear. So Annie, Maria, Lily, and Dina. And then we do have 2 more breeders who are not related to anybody, and those are Sterling, our current colony buck. The only rabbits he is related to are his children, so that would be Acrobat's daughters. He is their father. And we don't know much about Sterling's ancestry. All we know is he is full siblings with Constance the killer rabbit, and I briefly saw his parents when we drove to pick him up, but I don't know much about them or any of his grandparents or great-great-grandparents. And then Sylvan, the French Angora buck, he has a whole pedigree, but I have never met or known any of his ancestors. And he has fathered some kits here, but so far I have not for sure decided to keep any of them. But if we do end up keeping some of his daughters and raising them up and breeding them, I'll have to update you. And maybe we can get a Sylvan line going, and in a couple years I can just trace back super far his daughters and granddaughters and great-granddaughters and down and down and down. That would be really cool. So now you have officially met all of our rabbit breeders. You know how they are related or not related to each other. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet video, and I also hope you'll join me for the next one. Bye!